What do you say, boys? Look at this guy, loose suit, 50 pounds, you look like $1 million bucks. Maybe $1.5 million. That's great.
You sit with us?
Oh, is it a spot?
No. Right there.
No, we can't swear out.
Right there. That's it.
We put some next to the bed, so you can look at it.
Ted, me and 1 or 2 of you people have never hindered our conversation.
Right.
Even when we whisper.
That's all right.
That's what I told him, man.
Jim said it's. I told him no skirts. No skirts?
Well, the only one that does will probably be me.
That's what I said before. It wasn't an
He was from.
How much did you spend on the clothes? That's
It's a different guy.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. He tried to say with microphone on. Welcome.
No, that was me.
Well, the microphone, I don't know if I need that. Microphone's not working, but welcome to the first week of the new Rotary year that is, some have dubbed the Reign of Terror. I am Tom Ghosh, your president. I did not hear any motions, so we'll just keep moving. Looks like this is completely out of order, but welcome. And now let's have Wes Crockett, since you just came in about a minute late, according to my calculations. Would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And that wasn't planned. I didn't realize.
There's a flag right there.
I got that part. I thought there was another one too. That's a good one too. And if I don't have this, let us have Mr. Bill Kelly. Please lead us in the four-way pact.
The four-way pact in the way interact with others, personal accountability with courage and truth. First,
I'll have courage to tell the whole truth. I'll be kind in the way I tell it. I'll be fair and not seek selfish advantage. I'll have an open heart and an open mind. And now if we can bow our heads, Jack Lucas, can you lead us in an invocation?
Bow our heads. Dear God, we give thanks for this day and for the guests that are with us and the mayor of Washington State. We ask a blessing on the Rotarians here and around the world and the projects that they're involved with. Bless this food and this meeting to our use. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Very good. We can take your seats.
Bob at 105 miles an hour down the highway wasn't the right thing to do to try and get this thing here. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
It was a lot of fun.
I still can use it. I've got it. I got this here.
That's perfect. I'm not gonna get on my computer for the entire thing, so I could leave that. It is in your charge now.
Thank you.
Luck again.
Test. All right.
All right, go ahead and take your seats. Take your seats. Very well. You want to give
Walk away, intermittent.
Yeah, okay. I got the voice for it. Oh, there he is.
He's my lender.
Thinks it might be the battery that's yellow, not working.
That one's hardwired. If it works.
Okay. We're going to change out the battery on the microphone, so I think I can handle this. I was really just joking about the reign of terror, but I can start out badly if you want. Testing. Yep. Okay, well, no microphone, but they chose the right whoop. Now we've got somewhat of a microphone. I'll just keep talking. Free bird. If I leave here, then the microphone definitely won't work. Well, let's go ahead and welcome our guests, table by table. Right in front of me, a table full of very proud and happy Rotarians. The what has been the bad boy table, now dubbed the bad person table. Looks like it's all happy, proud Rotarians. Oh, you're not. I'm just continuing the tradition of forgetting about Lisa Crockett as a guest. But would you like to introduce your guest, Mr. Crockett, sir? And how is she related to this club? And how is she related to this club, Don? Is she related in some way to this club? Yeah, okay, just kidding. All right, over there in the corner, we've got happy, proud Rotarians. There you go. We've got the middle table there of happy Rotarians. I don't know, should I mention that Dom Ray is here and maybe he can give a quick wave? Very nice to see him. And then our visitors table, way over there in the corner. Please welcome our speaker and our guests. There you go. Well, very good. As you will see. Oh yeah, sorry, we still have another seat. All these people are so wonderfully Rotarian that I just kind of forget about them. Well, I was just too excited based on what Wes tried to do last year, or did do last year, finding good news, because we sure needed it then. What I am going to try to do is bring you good news of the week in the world of Rotary. So this week in Rotary, locally in our club, we have, we learned that we have an award, which should be coming up here shortly. Everything worked in rehearsal, just so you know, but it looks like the internet is unstable, which is helpful for absolutely nobody. And you don't want me to there. So Rotary internationally, when volcanic ash left 25,000 animals without water, food, medicine, and shelter, Rotary members raised more than $400,000 for 200 tons of goods. If you want to follow Rotary International, it's a pretty exciting follow.
That is not as serious as they made it out to be.
And this one, I guess, has been playing, but our local Rotary Club in Prospect contributed to another international cause that allowed for the distribution of polio vaccines in some countries that haven't had them recently. And then what I was leading up to in the beginning is this, the West Suburban Philanthropic Network has given us an award. The Philanthropic Service Club of the Year is the Rotary Club of Schaumburg Hoffman Estates, and they found the what looks like the latest photo taken of any of Rotarian. I'm guessing that's when the butterfly garden first came about a few years ago. There you go. and it's from the peanut gallery over here. 3 of those men were Steve Lamb. So yes, because of our efforts in the last year and the previous board and all of you folks, this is quite an honor. It is. Another round of applause. So I'm going to try to do that every week. If you guys see anything along the way that you think might be in the Rotary world, please go ahead and forward that to me. But I'm going to keep following all of the Twitters and the Facebooks of the world. And then also locally, because we haven't met in a while, we did get a nice email from Eileen about Jesse Gonzalez, who is a butterfly garden buddy who donated his time to the butterfly garden, and he told Eileen he wanted to help because he believed that what the CAC does, and he believes in what Rotary is doing. So he did some cleaning up and some landscaping there. And then Eileen also, in the last couple of weeks, let us know about the fishing well, Harper College fishing well, and we have Lauren here too. There was a check that we made out to the fishing well for almost $60,000 that will help 20 to 25 students. And with all of the grants and everything and the matching, we are going to more than exceed our existing program as we're getting into 2026, 27 planning. Yes, planning for 26 and 27. So great job. All the different planning. So that should lead us to happiness. Who is happy today? And we also need a couple of collectors. Maybe I'll just start on this side of the room since I was giving Don some nonsense. Yeah, please collect. That'd be great. Go ahead and tell us why you're happy.
I've got my beautiful wife Lisa here with me today.
Working our way around the room, I think Vince has his hand raised.
Yeah, I've got $500. I just got back from a week in Door County with my whole entire family. So it's the last $5 I have.
How about this table right here? It looks like a lot of shiny, happy people holding hands. Debbie.
I too planned a family vacation with 20-year-old and 15-year-old and a lot of devices and talking about music and all that good stuff. But it was good to have them. We went to the Outer Banks in North Carolina. And Eric and I decided that no more 16-hour road trips with flying everywhere.
Holly?
Well, I mean, $50 for 2 different things. First, that my friend Sam is here. Thank you. Yay. Secondly, I had a fabulous road trip with a girlfriend to South Dakota, saw all the cool stuff. And my son, Sean, and Devin are here in town. You guys that are coming tomorrow, we'll see them. And also Colin is here.
Cool. Alan Gay.
Well, I guess it's the story of road trip. I too took a trip, but fortunately, Chris and I did not take any children with us. We did a 14-day, 4,600-mile road trip, including South Dakota, Yellowstone, Grand Tetons, Santa Fe, Taos, blah, 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 went on and on and on. And it was great, just the two of us on this road trip. We did see some family and friends, but it was a great time. So.
We're over here with Jack now.
I have 60 happy dollars. So, last Friday, when you did not meet, Marianne and I celebrated our 60th wedding anniversary. We're, our biggest celebration will be the last week of this month. Will be at our family cottage in Michigan. And all the kids will be there in one of our banquets.
All right, let's see if Eileen can top that.
Was outstanding, and for our Nurses Week to honor the nurses, donation for the ICU nurses, and providing scarves and just help support the whole effort. So they're always there for us. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Lauren.
$5 because I am happy to report that next Friday we'll be interviewing 18 students for the fishing well. This is the largest amount of students we've ever had. Meet the criteria, and the fact that our club can step up and meet this overwhelming need that we've seen since COVID hit is a moment to celebrate.
Who else at that table? Gail.
The first one is that my good friends Mike and Bill are here joining us today. As many of you know, I served as trustee for the village a couple years ago, and it was not an easy job. There's so much to village government that people really don't know about. They don't see. So my hats off to all of you to running the village of Hawkins Station to right. The second part of my $50 is because I'm in the midst of a road trip, but I'm only in Weaverville. Watching my son's 200-pound laps. So they're in Colorado.
She's doing the house one.
Having seen change, I really haven't told them. My feet are ceilings, just like something to do along with walking, walk from 200 pounds.
Good job. Anyone else at that table? Doesn't look like it. Let's go to the middle here. We've got Dom Ray.
I have $20 happy dollars. I want to thank everybody who called me and came over. It's kind of boosted my morale a little bit. I have another kind of like two people I got to point out. One is Chris for chauffeuring me around every time I needed something. We were at a low point. Was on the phone for me just to check up on me. And I wasn't feeling really good. And she said, get up, go look in the mirror and say, I can do this. That actually was a turning point for me. So thank you.
I hate to say it again, Barry, but beat that one.
I have 25 happy dollars. Our anniversary, our 25th wedding anniversary was June 30th. And we're just came back and spent 15 days in Maui. The weather was perfect every day, no rain. Food was great. Everything was just fantastic.
And all right, last second there.
$2 happy dollars. I'm glad I didn't get hit in the head.
Very good. But Glenn, the meeting is still young, so give it a few minutes and we'll see what happens. And I think Jean started out, no, she was going to collect. Okay.
Well, I had $20 happy dollars. I was on a road trip of some sort, but I didn't drive. I got to spend over 2 weeks with my lovely traveling companion, Diane. We had a wonderful time in 4 states, and we're just happy.
Very good. Oh, good. Anyone else over there smiling happy? Oh, you know what? I just noticed that too. He snuck in. All right, hold on. Let's get Wes, and then we'll get our sneaky guest.
I got 12 happy dollars, definitely to honor Tom and good luck in this year, buddy, and to my mom as well. And I gotta go give another 10 for my wife. Many of you know, a couple of weeks ago, my company developed a tragedy. Our lead designer, my most important employee, suffered a traumatic brain injury, and just like that, we couldn't continue on with about $1 million worth of work. And who else stepped in? But my wife, Caitlin, took over the role, found out what to do with every single client. She is 12 for 12. We are back on schedule. My wife is incredible. So.
Very good. I don't know. I don't know. But if anything goes wrong for the next 6 months, it's all his fault. So we know that for sure. Is that all the happy dollars before we introduce our guests? Well, I will have the pleasure of introducing Katie Frank. She is a guest of mine. She is here to specifically hear the mayor of Hoffman Estates. That's where her business is, but she's also a big fan of Rotary, and I think a lot of you guys know her already. Katie. All right, well, it's time for announcements, and the big announcement is what's happening tomorrow. Where'd it go? The backyard picnic is right around the corner from my house, so it's gonna be stumbling there, but also stumbling home. So try to get there early if you want to, I think there's still room. There's always room in Holly's house and yard for more people. So if you do want to have a good time tomorrow, backyard picnic.
She just told me before that she is going to make.
And Sam is going to be there. Everybody just, ouch. Did you hear that? Who? Wow. There you go. Yes. Any other announcements? You can come up or belt them away. Oh. In other words, that's, hey, Tom, you shouldn't have promoted this because it's already been a closed RSVP. But if you are going to, let's, before the end of the meeting, just let Holly or Gail know. And mainly Gail, she's pointing.
Jelly at my house. No problem.
And like I said, I live around the block. The big boy went home back to Iowa. So we got plenty of food in our house finally. Any other club announcements? Yes.
Donated his time to edge the entire garden, which was like a 4-hour job. But he's a professional. Donate an hour, maybe from 6:30 to 7:30 or 8 Tuesday, to help get some of the added things cut back.
What time?
About 6:30.
Sam will make it.
I can make it too. Oh, good, Sam. That'll be fun working with you.
Rainy or too hot. So I thought next week, Tuesday might be good for an hour or two. So Holly and who else?
Holly and Sam.
Nice.
Jack.
You said Butterfly Garden and CAC 6:30. Bring your own tools. I'll send a reminder. Thank you, guys. 6:30.
And Eileen, do you have a number for that guy? Yeah. I tried to look him up and it like you went down this rabbit hole on Facebook.
Yeah,
The
his
group.
company is Valley Vision.
Okay.
I know him because he does our community landscaping.
Well, he does. Yeah, I need a landscaper. So anyway, no comments on my landscaping tomorrow, but I could use I need a professional cleanup. Okay. So just a little reminder about the vacation drawing. I know you probably have all forgotten about it, right? Nah. Oh, Gene, you rock. I have more tickets, so I'm more than happy to give out some more tickets. These family gatherings that we're all taking and road trips and stuff are a perfect time to ask the question. And I know you guys get so sick of me doing this and asking people for money.
No.
Oh, there's no sarcasm there. I love it. Thank you so much. But honestly, how many people, this is a serious question. How many people have you guys, like after the vacation drawing, they'll say, oh, you were doing that? Why didn't you ask me? I've had several people in my life and it's like, oh man, I forgot. I just was not feeling it that day. Just take the time and just ask the question. So that's all I'm saying. Just don't forget to ask the question. You'll sell a few more. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I know you're all hungering and waiting for information on where you can hear live music, especially if it benefits Rotarians or Rotary partners of ours. So I have good news for you. Tonight at the Prairie Center, there's going to be a benefit concert given for the Trickster Gallery. You know, oops. Uh-oh.
No problem.
I'm now spinning. I'm now spinning the raffle. No, but tonight, Bill Miller, who's a Grammy award-winning Native American singer-songwriter, is going to be performing at 7:30 at the Prairie Center, right around the corner. And they'll also have champion Native American dancers and other activities. And it's all going to be great fun. Further out in the future, August 20, 21, and 22, there's going to be a blues and barbecue festival given by the McHenry Rotary Clubs. And I know that's a little bit far out, but I'm doing the buzz today and I'll be attaching a flyer for that. So if you're at all interested, my wife and I have been going there year after year and it's been a great show. So it benefits all of the same Rotary type activities that we do here. So there it is.
Good. Any other announcements? Okay, I got a couple announcements. Our meeting is being filmed and being streamed online at YouTube on our YouTube page. And if you are missing the meeting and you want to just participate and see my my buddy, my second chin, because that's what you're seeing when you get up here, along with everybody else, if you want to wave, you know, this is the camera, which I probably just covered up with my finger. And you can do that. If you see a great speaker, you heard about a great speaker, it is also being recorded and it stays there. So you can go back and check out anything. So if you're doing the buzz and you forgot something, you can go to our YouTube page, and I would give you the YouTube page, but it's a bunch of gobbledygook after youtube.com/a bunch of gobbledygook, because we need to have 100 subscribers. So all you need to do is be logged into a Google account. Go to our YouTube page, which can be found on our website, and click on it, and then click subscribe. If everybody in this room did that, you all got Google accounts, we would have 100 subscribers, and then it could be youtube.com/something that's recognizable and not gobbledygook. I'll probably come up with something better than that, but more likely Rotary Club of Schaumburg Hoffman Estates or something. So please do that. All right. I am bringing something back. And the first meeting of the month, we'll just do it once a month, but we're going to do birthdays again. And this is the first meeting of the month. Yes. I understand that Wes stopped doing it because we were on Zoom. And if you thought we sang bad in person, it was really bad when we were all Brady Bunch together. So this month of July, and I know I didn't give anybody some heads up, so I don't expect too much money from this, but it's generally about $20 to get us to sing happy birthday to you. We've got Rachel on July 12th. Where's Rachel? There you go. Sarah Billmeyer Hey, look, it's Wesley Crockett, whose birthday is coming up on the 17th. Steve Lamp is on the 26th. Jim Elgram is on the 28th, and Ernie Turnovitz is also on the 28th. They share a birthday. So, birthday people, usually it'll cost you. I'm a little bit lenient, more lenient today, but how much do you want to donate to the club? Remember, it's for the kids, for our birthday singing. She's got to go get her checkbook. She wants to donate so much. All right. I won't hold you to it today. There we go. And then we'll get the other guys when they come later in the month. There we go. Got 20. Cool. All right. Birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Wow. Smattering of applause. Smattering of applause. I'm starting to regret bringing this back. All right. Well, no, not too much. And then one more thing, I did notice that we can celebrate the Rotary anniversary. So this month, 20 years ago, Bill Kelly became a Rotarian. How about it? This month, 30 years ago, Bill Landwehr. He's not here. Very cool. The quickest 18 years he's ever seen, Jeff Miller, 18 years of Rotarian. Debbie Schmidt, 20 years ago, she became a Rotarian here. Lauren Trumbull, 24 years ago. And then the newbies, Sarah Billmeyer, 3 years. And Rachel, I will completely screw up your last name forever. Hubsch is 2 years. Very cool. They won't happen on the same day. It just so happens this is the second Friday. Guess what, everybody? It's everybody's favorite time. It is the Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. So what I did, because we hadn't met in a while, I threw everybody's over $3,000 on the board. Brian is bringing up this amazing board that's slowly getting 17 cards off the board. So let's give it us, well, maybe we should shuffle it. Ooh, look at that shake. And I don't think it's going to click, but I can always make... Oh! Would you look at that? Steve Lamp. Plethora of numbers you can come up with here.
Nice shot, Anna Bird.
You got this. So let's go with 40.
Number 40. All right, everybody can take a drink, take a bite. Sadly, you're going to find that this is way easier when I'm not doing it.
Oh, space.
Wah, wah. All right. Since we're already disappointed, let's go ahead and bring up our fun and frolic fine master, Alan Gabe.
Well, Tom, I'm so sorry. Glad to hear that you're disappointed in me. the first fine, Tom, is going to be yours because this is the first time you've been fined as president of our club. So why don't you fork over a couple of bucks? Jim Fabrini will be a collector. Glenn Jurgot will be a collector, and Gene Schlinkman. Wes, congratulations on a great year last year. Congratulations on being Rotarian of the Year. Congratulations for giving Caitlin the wrong bouquet of flowers at the installation dinner. So $2 because there was a bouquet that had 2 blue roses for your twins. So that'll be $2. Now, speaking of speaking of Rotarian of the Year, if you were not a Rotarian of the Year, pay $2. If you have, and this is because of Holly and Gail, if you've not sold any of the tickets for the Marriott drawing, that'll be $2. And that, as you know, escalates each week. So get your tickets in. Holly is very disappointed that some of you are not coming to her party tomorrow. She even said she was going to rake the lawn. So if you're not coming to the party tomorrow, that's $2. If we're not at the installation dinner, that's really embarrassing. I know a lot of people are on road trips, but other than me, that's not an excuse. So that'll be $2. We're doing backpacks, right?
Yes.
Okay. If you have not participated in the backpack program, that'll be $2. See, what's happened is Tom told me we missed a number of meetings and the budget's way behind, so he wants me to make it up for it. Because he wants us to do another $250,000 donation like we did a few years ago. So I have to raise the money. If you're not wearing your pin, that'll be $2. If you have a guest at your table, then you have to pay $2 each because you're showing off because the rest of the tables don't. So if you have guests at your table, that'll be $2. So, you know, we don't normally find guests, do we? No, typically, but you know, Bill and Michael, I have to make an exception. People are grumbling about taxes, you know, everybody's paying taxes and everything. And Hoffman, you guys are doing a great job in Hoffman Estates, but I think, you know, Bill's already reaching for his wallet. He's known me for years. So how much are you pulling out of there, Bill? Well, whatever makes you feel better. Okay, so Michael, you have to match that. Sorry about that. If you were late to the meeting, that'll be $2. So, you know, there's been a lot of baseball in this city. And for a while, Cub fans were flying high, but 11 losses in a row. If you're a Cubs fan, that'll be $2. Now, if you're a White Sox fan, you're gloating because the Cubs lost 11 in a row. So if you're a Sox fan, that'll be $2 for you also. If you're neither a Cubs fan or a Sox fan, you should be ashamed of yourself, not supporting your city. So that'll be $2. Lauren, you know, it's always difficult when you're driving and the fine master happens to be driving behind you and he sees you turn into the parking lot without using your blinker. So there are 2 blinkers on your car. Pay $1 for each one. That'll be $2. All I know is Jim and Holly were playing some kind of phone thing over here at the table. So that'll be $2 each. It's usually $5, but
And you're giving me a fine, and I just don't think that's fair.
okay, so that'll be $4. And Debbie was using her phone also. So, you know, that's normally $5, but I feel benevolent today. So, oh, she has a $5 out already. So we'll take it. So if you have not been fined yet today, remember, it's the truth. That means you're lying. So pay $10 if you have not been fined today. Tom, back to you.
All right. There's always a little bit of hubbub after the fun and frolic. Everybody murmuring and, you know, whispering his name. And we're back. Very cool. Well, okay. Phew. Got through that part of the meeting.
Make an addendum to my the backpack thing. The backpacks I have to deliver on the 24th.
Oh, going back in our agenda, let me backtrack a little bit here. We have one more announcement. This is an announcement, very important. The backpacks that are being collected by Holly need to be in her hands by
The 24th.
the
I'm
24th.
delivering them the 24th. So they, like that, I think that is a Saturday.
The
So
24th, I think,
23rd,
is a Saturday. That's when they should be delivered.
is the last ditch, or bring them to my house that night, do whatever.
There you go. So that's the backpacks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Am I building it up too much there, Bill? All right. Well, guys, I'm really sorry to say that the mayor of Hoffman Estates has decided to humble us with his No, I'm just kidding. For as long as I can remember, I've been a Schaumburg resident, and I remember Bill McLeod as the mayor of Hoffman Estates. He's always been a wonderful man, and what a great town. You all know I love Hoffman Estates. It's one of my favorite towns in the area. With that, I'd like to invite Mayor Bill McLeod to come up and give us a few words. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Tom. I will not narc Tom out to Mayor Daley in Schaumburg, but we appreciate the kind words. I'm here today with Trustee Michael Gaeta, recently re-elected to a third term. And we have your member and retired village trustee Gail Vandenberg is here also. I just want to really applaud what the Rotary does. Do so many great things in Hoffman Estates and frankly all over the world. I do get Rotarian magazine. It's amazing what the Rotary clubs all over the world do. And you're a big part of that. Help the hospital, CAC, every good cause. You can always count on the Rotary to be there. And we appreciate that. We need more organizations like the Rotary and your dedication to helping the people who live in our community. It's good to see so many of you that I haven't seen like in a year and a half. That's always a pleasure. I'm getting tired of doing, didn't I used to know you? And it's always good to see Jim Fabini, for example, the oldest continuous business in the village of Hoffman Estates. So, so we'll get started on what's going on in Hoffman Estates and pipe in anytime you want, Michael.
Okay.
We actually got through the pandemic better than I thought we would from a financial standpoint. We never really closed Village Hall. We had people working alternate shifts 1 week, some people, the next week, some people. You could always access our services if you needed a permit or drop off a plat. The employees would meet you outside the building and you could still continue business. We had a couple of firemen and police officers who got COVID, none of them badly, which was good. So we were very fortunate. We also didn't lay anybody off. We kept all our people, which, as you see, with the problem businesses are having, finding employees, I think that was a really good move to keep all our people because they know what they're doing. I know it's traditional, the trash government employees, they're all lazy, they don't do anything. But I think in local government, you'll find that that's not the case. Our people are very dedicated, just as they are in the village of Schaumburg and all the towns around here. They really take customer service seriously. We're a small town in many ways. We got 50,000 people, but what I always loved about Hoffman is that if you want to talk to the mayor, you talk to the mayor. You don't talk to somebody 4 rungs down. You want to talk to the police chief, you talk to the police chief. You want to talk to the fire chief, you talk to the fire chief. And I don't know if that's true everywhere, but that's how we operate. I mean, we're very customer service oriented. So we've got several things going on in Hoffman we're very excited about. The Bell Works, the old AT&T property, is being renovated and redeveloped. They're keeping the buildings and they're going to have businesses and restaurants, and they want to have a main street, they call it. It'll be a metro where people can live, work, and play. They're going to build housing on the perimeter, townhouses and apartments for people who want to maybe downsize. Their grandkids are still in the area. And that's one reason my wife and I will never leave, because most of our grandkids are here. And, as those of you who are grandparents know that grandchildren are way more fun than kids are. I told my wife we should have skipped the kids and just had grandkids. So Bellworks is coming along. We also get a Microsoft data center on Lakewood Boulevard to help our technical area. We're very excited about that. That'll bring jobs and a lot of excitement to the area. Bellworks will help redevelop that area too, as they bring more people in. We at one time had 5,000 or 6,000 people at AT&T, and it was really a black hole when they left. Fortunately, Somerset Development, which took the old Bell Labs in New Jersey and did the same thing they're doing here, making it a Metroburb. And Trustee Stanton and I went out there. We were very impressed with it. And they have a lot of energy and a lot of great ideas. So I think it'll work out really well. One thing, obviously, that we're concerned about is the Sears Holdings building. AT&T is like 1.6 million square feet. Sears is over 2 million. So that'll probably be our next project, figuring out what's going on with that. It's all in bankruptcy now. The head of Sears, Eric Lampert, has got, Eddie Lampert, has got the Sears Holdings building now. He's got a company called Transformco. So we'll have to see what happens with that. It is owned privately. So we have ideas on what we'd like to do. But, you know, the property owners, as we all know, have a great say in what ultimately gets done. We have a new village manager, Eric Palm, who came from River Forest. Jim Norris retired after 22 years of great service. Eric is Rotarian, by the way. I'm trying to get him to leave the Rotary in Mount Prospect and come over here, just so I can get Alan Gabe off my back. I hear about it all the time. There's nobody in Rotary from the village, so we're going to do the best we can do, Alan. You know, the Now Center Arena did amazingly well during the shutdown. Basically, Ben Gibbs, who runs the arena, is a very inventive guy. We've got the Hideaway Brew Garden. If you've never been out there, it's great. They have entertainment. They have a great selection of beer and food. And Ben was able to make about $1 million. He grossed about $1 million last year when basically all arenas were closed. So very impressed with that. We've got WWE wrestling lined up for 3 events before the end of this year. We have many promoters who wanted to do stuff last year, the last year and a half, who still want to do it. So I think I think the arena is going to do pretty well. We have a new partner now. It's a food vitamin company from Bloomingdale, and they pay $750,000 a month for the naming of the arena, which is more than Sears was paying, which for a arena our size is high, but they're a very engaged partner and they want to be involved in it. So we're very excited about that. This will be a great thing for the community to get the Western area, have such a great venue out there. So we're very excited about that. We have a new fire chief, Alan Wax, who had been the chief in Highland Park and Des Plaines, and he's got a great record in the fire service, and we're very hopeful that he's going to groom people to take over as fire chief when he retires. We unfortunately really didn't have anybody in the fire service that was ready to become the chief. We prefer to promote from within, and we just didn't have anybody. So many of the leaders of the fire department retired. We had a lot of people when Sears came in. We hired a ton of firefighters for the Western area. In 1991, they got their 30 years and they're retiring. So also we have 2 studies that we adopted the plans for. Barrington area, we do have a PACE substation, a bus station at the Barrington Road 990 tollway entrance. And we're trying to develop a transit-oriented development there. We have quite a few single-story office buildings that are half occupied or less that would be prime for high-density condos, apartment buildings, that type of stuff. So we're looking at that. We also did our Western area plan. You know, we try to steer what we want in development, but property owners own the property. So we can cajole, we can work on it, but can't always control everything that happens. One of the real advantages Hoffman Estates has is we have hundreds of acres of undeveloped land, particularly out west. And it can be frustrating when you look at the vacant land, but it's an asset. There's only so much land in the world, and whether it gets developed in the next year, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, it will be. And that'll keep the community vibrant, which is really what we all want. And we work very hard for that. As Gail and Mike can attest, I don't drone on forever, and I'd like to take questions. Michael, do you want to add anything?
You cover everything, Mayor.
Okay. So do you have any questions? You got the mayor on the griddle, you know, light the fire and fire away. Yes, Bill.
What kind of timeline do you think we could look at for that AT&T property?
It's probably going to be about 7 years. I think they'll start the housing next spring, but they already got platinum mortgage. They're signing people to come into the building, and the building's still beautiful. It was built in 1991, so it's not really an old building, but they're modernizing it, and I think they're doing a great job. So they'll probably be a 7-year project. Microsoft is going to build 2 buildings. They've been wailing away. If you go down Lakewood Boulevard, you can see all the equipment. And Bell Works has been kind enough to let all the people working on that site park at Bell Works, so they're not clogging up the roads, which is anybody who drives down your residential street and you got 2 different landscape companies, one on one side, one on the other. You know how hard it is to try to get down the road. So I think it'll work out very well. I mean, Stan and I were very impressed when we went to Homedale, New Jersey. Bell Works doesn't, the old 18 building doesn't have 11 Nobel Prize winners like Bell Works did, but they eventually pretty much invented the cell phone there, among many other things. But the buildings are very similar. Remember, we talked to Ralph and we said, our building is very similar to the one here in Homedale. Sure, I hear that all the time. So he came out and looked at it and he says, very similar. So they're following the same platform on it. Anyone else? Yes, Gail. Yes, Jennifer Horan is the transportation. Okay, Stonegate, okay, if we do the second one first. Stonegate was bought by someone who has other banquet halls. They haven't really been forthcoming what they're going to do. We made comments on what they wanted to do. We haven't heard back from them. They don't seem to have a strict timeline, but they do want to keep it as a banquet center and conference center. So that's encouraging. And again, we'll have to see how that plays out. It's still a beautiful building. It's only like 21 years old. Obviously, it needs the facelifting. You've got to replace the carpeting, the walls. There's a lot of updating has to be done. And that's part of what they have to do. They only paid $3 million for it. I remember the Mosher spent about $11 million building it when it opened in 2000. So it was a pretty good deal for these guys, and I hope they will step up their timeline. We're excited. Jim Norris did a great job. We are excited. This sounds funny from a guy who's been around for 40 years. It's nice to get somebody new in who looks at things differently. Now, I didn't say that during the campaign, by the way. So I reelected when Mike did. But, he's got different ideas, maybe different ways of doing things. One of the things that always frustrated me, we didn't really have a dedicated communications person. It was split up among 4 people. We want someone that's just their job. I remember it's funny now, but it wasn't at the time. When we approved Microsoft, they really didn't have a press release ready. None of us went on Facebook and talked about it. My wife, who goes to bed at 9:00, came downstairs steaming. And she never hollers at me during a campaign. The day after, all the grievances pile up. but not during the campaign. And so Karen Mills and I went on, Facebook right away, but I think that showed a real problem we have in telling people what we're doing. And a dedicated communications person, that's their sole job, I think will help a lot. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, more mundanely, we want to get a purchasing agent. Instead of having firemen and police officers negotiate Xerox contracts with copy machines, get somebody who we know can get the best price. And I think that'll help a lot too. I mean, money's tight everywhere, as you all know, whether you own a business, whether you're a government. It's a different world now than it was a year and a half ago. That answer your question, Gail? Anything else from anybody? Yes.
Comments if I may. First of all, there's no one in this room who doesn't share your desire to have Alan Gabe off their back.
Oh, I think everybody does. I'm just glad he doesn't know I'm a Sox fan. Gail already hit me up and Mike for the, the ticket for the.
Secondly, I wanted to say thank you, first of all, for saying how important this Rotary Club is to our immediate area, Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates. And thank you also for being a donor to us as well, not just moral support, but actually, where the rubber meets the road. So
thank you. The Rotary does such great work. How can you not support the Rotary? We've seen the decline of these type of organizations through the years, and it's amazing we have so many people that are so motivated here to keep the tradition alive. The Rotary's been around for a long time, and hopefully it'll be around for many, many more years to come. We need to get more people involved, obviously. Anyone else? Yeah, Bill.
Rick, just talk a little bit how the pandemic affected the occupancy rates for the office buildings and the retail.
Yeah, retail took a real hit, as you can imagine. We're concerned long-term with the online shopping with Amazon and everybody. Is this going to become a permanent thing? Because it's so easy to tap, tap, tap. And of course, we count on the sales tax. We were supposed to get sales tax from the online purchases. We haven't really seen a whole lot yet from the state. The state collects the money. Businesses are, things always change. You got to be able to pivot. What is going to be, how many employees are going to continue to work from home? Do you need as much space as you have as a business? That's one of the reasons AT&T left the building, because they had people maybe coming in once a week and share a cube with somebody, and they're around the road. They just come in once a week, and things have just changed. Business world has changed. We're lucky that the buggy whip makers didn't have a great lobby, or we'd still be paying buggy whip makers money. So yeah, the long-term effect we're going to see is how much office space do you really need? And, in many businesses, the people do work hard. They can work just as hard from home as they can at the office. And if you have children, particularly, that's a problem. What was scary is the decline of the workforce among women, because women overwhelmingly handle, the care of children. So a lot of women left the workforce, and that's a scary thing. And I don't know how all this is going to play out. We'll find out. I mean, that's the great excitement of municipal government. One day AT&T will come in and say, we're leaving. And then Microsoft will say after 3 years, hey, we're going to build here. So you just never know what's going to happen. Like anybody in business, you're doing great. You can lose a major client, something can happen, and suddenly you're not doing so great. So we just have to work hard and hope everything will turn out right in the end. It has so far. Do you have something?
Just was wondering, are there any new restaurants or venues that are on the horizon? I know we've lost several along the way. Just wondering if there's anything new.
Yeah, we've got Mr. Breakfast up on the north side, which is great. The only thing I've ever eaten there.
Popeyes also.
Popeyes is coming too. They're very, very great. We didn't lose as many venues as I thought we would, because we did allow people put up tents in parking lots and sell liquor to go, which was like anathema. You never do that, but you want to keep your businesses open, and most of them did manage to survive. Some didn't, but most of them did. So we're very pleased with that. And I just urge everybody to support your local businesses, whether you live in Schaumburg, Hoffman Estates, Hanover Park, Springwood, wherever you live. Because they're the ones that donate money to every good cause, to the, baseball leagues, to the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. You're not going to get any money out of Amazon. So we need to treasure these people and realize how important they are. Yes.
Mayor, you're a great supporter of our Rotary Club. When I was president, we had some large signs that said Schaumburg Rotary Hoffman Estates and when we meet. They disappeared over time with the construction of the roads.
Do you have them on the state highways or local highways?
We had them on village streets, like 5872.
Okay.
Barrington Road. And what's the possibility of getting our club advertised on your big message boards? Schaumburg Hoffman Estates meets on Friday.
And I'll have to talk to our communications people about that. The problem with doing that is that every group wants to be on the message board. So, but we can certainly, like Barrington and Gulf, Roselle, Roselle's a county highway, but the other ones are state highways. So the ultimate decision comes down to the state or the county. Now, I have no problem with it. We had them there before. I don't see that should be a problem. So
We had to go get permission from both state and county to get those up previously.
Okay, well, bug me again. I'll talk to our transportation person, Jennifer Horn, who's new, does a great job, and see if she can talk to the state and county and try to get something done. We meet regularly with Tony Preckwinkle, the president of the county board, which helps also. So I can raise that to her. She has a call every week. So she's been very responsive, unlike county boards in the past who didn't really want to have much to do with the suburbs, but she's been very responsive. Anyone else? Well, thank you for the invite. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't drone on too long. Anytime you want us here, we'll be here. Right, Michael?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's token of our appreciation. We cleaned out our bin over here from not only Rotary, but from GT's. Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming out. Enjoyed it. Very good. Okay, as with anytime, there's a first time for everything. I did not put time in the agenda to just shut up and let you guys eat. So it is, we're leaving 10 minutes early. So I will make sure that that's in the agenda in the future to let you guys just enjoy your meal without chatting around. Where are we at here? And then one more quick reminder, we are on a quest to increase our membership. So as I mentioned in the installation dinner, if everyone can, potentially have a visitor a month to come and visit us, and they don't have to join, just come and visit, come and say hi, come and meet everybody, see how much fun we have. And, please invite as many people as you can. So if you can please rise, I'll give you 10 minutes back to your day. And if Samantha can lead us in the four-way tests.
You said Samantha, thank you. That's my name, by the way. Just kidding. Okay, four-way test. First, is it
The truth. Is it fair to all concerned? Will goodwill and better friendships will be beneficial to all concerned? All right, thank you for your service. I found this quote from Paul Harris. The foundation upon which Rotary is built is friendship. On no less firm foundation could it have stood. So, serve to change lives. Thank you guys very much.
Hey, we're gonna get pins of the new Rotary.
Yeah, as soon as they come in.
Kind of have a little collection going.
I know, me too. I don't know what else to do. Whew.
Say whatever else.
Like that, Gabby does Around you? Right here? Let's go to the restaurant. And my steppers. Yes. Yeah. Debbie does water.
Well, they all got to all of their things. So Wings had 38 kids that need backpacks, anywhere from kindergarten up to college. They were all kids in the same houses. So I took them to get them all laminated, all checked with it. And had everybody take them backpacks, my little shit. But they all had but I don't, okay, so I made everybody write. There's few names, the total don't add up. So it might be at the very end. I might lose it. No, super tag, buy the backpack. Put it in there. The person who takes the tag buys the backpack.
Okay, everybody, have a good weekend.
So it may be at the very end that if people don't turn the tag or whatever, I have a way of double checking.
Yes,
Thank you.
I told her on the way in here. She's like, why am I not? It's not fun. No, Debbie. Downstairs, I think would be better. Yeah. Sure. Oh, thank you, dear. There you go. Oh, yes. I can take it. Mom, it's Lane's birthday. I gotta do something. His birthday. Oh my God. I love you. You're my soul. I'm trying. I need to like therapy. I know. I'm sick.
So you want me to initiate that you would help? Or not? Should I is it
I'll send you last chance. You know, every different game counts as a so certain function. All of that.
Asking the trustees to allot these following credits. And to waive the requirement of bond and good share. It's so brave doing this. You know,
You see the buffalo? There's like 100 ones. All you gotta do is see it.